Show us that you're here with us, that you're present.
Right, I've got something in
Graveyards, Ouija boards and one old church after dark. For Gatekeepers Paranormal, this is their bread and butter. And their ghost hunts are the reason their attendees keep lining the donation buckets. I tagged along on their latest investigation to find out why their unconventional fundraising has taken off. Rob Pike is one of the group's founders. By day, he works for Leeds City Council, but in his spare time, he organises investigations into the paranormal.
There's no nicer way, or there's no nicer feeling at the end of each event, is that fuzzy feeling, that knowing that you've helped out potentially people who you may never meet. How much at the end of the day is a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and a biscuit? Let's say £1. We raised £300 on a night. That's 300 people we've made smile, potentially, through what we've done on that one night. That's a good feeling for me at the end of the day. Three of you on the boards.
I caught up with some of the attendees who dig deep in their own pocket for charity and the chance to experience something out of the ordinary.
It's literally a win-win situation. We love the paranormal, we want to come check it out, and the money raised goes and helps someone else who might not have that money. Because who's to say that the money I pay for the one trip isn't going to be the money that gives them a breakthrough.
I think it's a good idea. I think if people are having a good time and you're raising money for a good cause, it's a win-win.
I do think it's a great idea, if I'm entirely honest, because I like to think outside the box when I do fundraising and do things that aren't necessarily the done thing.
Just when the ghost busting was about to kick off, my nerves started to get the better of me. There's definitely a weird atmosphere at the church tonight. Even standing outside, I feel quite nervous, and I'm not sure if this is because I haven't been to something like this before, or if actually because there's a chance we might see something, and I'm not sure what I'll do if that happens. Everyone is being really positive and encouraging, but there's a part of me that would very much like to go home. First up was the Ouija boards, which are supposed to help you communicate with summoned spirits.
Someone you'd like to speak to?
Now the investigation's actually started, things feel like it's getting a lot more intense and the tension has definitely upped. One of the women even had to leave the group because it was getting too much for her. For me, I'm noticing that it's getting quite a lot colder, and I'm not too sure what to make of it. I can't tell if I'm overthinking everything or if actually maybe there is something that's trying to speak to us tonight. Next up in the investigation was where the dead are laid to rest, the graveyard. The group used specialist equipment to try and track down any spirits lurking about. Apparently, the stronger the energy of the spirits, the more lights will light up.
Show us that you're here with us, that you're present.
Right, I've got something on this.
Have you? What have we got? What is that like?
If I thought I was going to put a smile on someone's face, I would stand on my head for 6 hours if needs be. I would bath in a bath of baked beans if needs be. The only plus side is for me is that I get to continue with my hobby whilst also making other people, making difference for other people at the same time.
By letting people like me come along, with the hope of dipping their toes into the supernatural, this special interest group have raised over £8,000 in just over 12 months for charitable causes. I'm really glad to be out of there now. I mean, I don't think I heard anything or felt anything that unusual, but digging around and trying to call to spirits certainly doesn't feel good. I think the biggest takeaway from tonight, though, is that if people are practicing or enjoying their favourite hobby, as well as donating a few quid to charitable causes, there can't be any harm in that.